And let me tell you something about our new and bright signing, who is David Alaba, because we heard something really interesting. I read something really interesting, and it is the offer that he refused since the beginning just because he wanted to play just in Real Madrid. According to this information, David Alaba said no to Chelsea when Chelsea was putting on the table 3 million more of salary for the Austrian player. In Chelsea, David Alaba would have made about 15 million euros salary, whereas in Real Madrid is making about 12. So it's 3 million less. Well, even with that, David Alaba was so determined to play in Real Madrid that he had any doubt towards the offer of Chelsea, and he refused to play in blue the next season just because he wanted to play in Real Madrid. And that is some of the first thing he said during his presentation. He said, "It is a dream come true, and since I was a kid, I wanted to play in Real Madrid someday of my career. And now this day has come." So it's pretty simple. Plain and simple. David Alaba was made for Real Madrid, not for any other single team in the world. So to me, as a Madridista, what do you guys think I think about that? I'm so happy to hear that, because for the first time in a while we have a player which is very committed to the team, to the project, to Real Madrid, and of course is a real true Madridista that has no doubt about the rest of the teams, the rest of possibilities for the future, for his career, to play here, play there, maybe make more money here, make more money there. He didn't care about that. He did only care about Real Madrid, and that's it. So to me, that is very good news, because we have a very top-notch professional player in Real Madrid who is also a real Madridista. Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Real Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. J, and in this video I will be talking about the name of the player who allegedly has said no to Manchester United just because he wants to play in Real Madrid as of the next year. I'm talking about Eduard Camavinga, and this is something that we've been hearing for a while, because Eduard Camavinga was very attached to Real Madrid in the past, like 6 months ago when Zinedine Zidane was on the bench of Real Madrid, and he was one of his favorite players for playing in Real Madrid. But right after that, everything came down, almost came to an end, and Camavinga decided to renew his contract with Rennes. But some changes in the board members of Rennes finally, in my opinion, have pushed away to the player from Rennes from the renewal contract with Rennes, and maybe he has changed his mind, and for any reason, maybe because he has to Jonathan Barnett as a new agent, he is determined to play in Real Madrid as of 2022. And this information that is coming from Manchester Evening News, it is pretty obvious that I have to consider it as reliable enough, legit enough. So there are a bunch of reasons out there for me to think that Camavinga is really interested in playing in Real Madrid the next year. What is the problem here? Let me tell you what. In that position for the defensive midfielder, we already have two, Casemiro and Antonio Blanco. So it really depends what happens with these two guys, the future of Eduard Camavinga, because it's pretty obvious that you won't sign a player. Maybe for free it can work, but you will never sign a player when you already have two players for the same position. So I don't know, maybe he signs for Real Madrid, maybe he doesn't, but for now what he has apparently said is no to Manchester United because he wants to play for Real Madrid. And now we will keep talking about Kylian Mbappe, but not directly from Kylian Mbappe, but other two important names in the transfer of Kylian Mbappe for Real Madrid. I'm referring to Cristiano Ronaldo and Mauro Icardi because their futures are really connected, and in a certain way they might help to the arrival of Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid. And the reason it is because some people out there are claiming that Cristiano Ronaldo and Icardi might see a swap in their careers, and Cristiano Ronaldo might go and play PSG, whereas Icardi would arrive to Juventus de Turin to replace the Portuguese player for the next season. I think that you know that these two players are completely different. In my opinion, Mauro Icardi is more the kind of, scorer, more number 9, more forward than Cristiano Ronaldo, because to me, Cristiano Ronaldo, although he scores a bunch of goals every single season, is a player who normally starts the play from the side of the field, and specifically from the left side of the field. He's more a winger still, so they're not completely the same, but in a certain way they are similar. So some people would see to Mauro Icardi as the perfect replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a very good player, he can score a bunch of goals, and even better, he is much more affordable than the salary of Cristiano Ronaldo. Icardi, I don't know what is the salary of Mauro Icardi in PSG, but of course that would be pretty much more affordable than Cristiano Ronaldo's. So, on the other hand, from the Paris Saint-Germain perspective, Cristiano Ronaldo would work as the perfect replacement for Kylian Mbappe, and of course he would be helping to Real Madrid to get the French player. It is no secret that if PSG finds a replacement for Kylian Mbappe, that would be much easier for Real Madrid to sign Kylian Mbappe. So let's see what happens. I will keep you posted whatever it happens, guys. So now let me know your thoughts about that. Comment in the section below, and of course subscribe my channel, Real Madrid Hub. And now I will be talking about a news that came out last night from Onda Cero in Spain, which is really weird because maybe for some of y'all it's not very understandable and you don't really get it. You don't really know what is going on here, you don't get it, or you don't understand what is happening here. Okay, according to Onda Cero, Real Madrid is willing to help FC Barcelona to enroll and keep Leo Messi for the next season. So this is basically Real Madrid helping the FC Barcelona to keep to one of our biggest enemies. So in a normal world, you would say, no, let's try to blast FC Barcelona and let's push to Leo Messi to leave FC Barcelona because he's better for us, he's better for everybody. Well, no. When it comes to businesses, when it comes to soccer, and this is something that Florentino has been advising for a while. If you admit the departure of Leo Messi from FC Barcelona, and Leo Messi as of the next season is not playing anymore in Spain, La Liga as an institution, the soccer business in Spain would be dead, because there's only 2 teams in Spain who really are ahead of every single other team, and of course they are the only ones, whatever you want to call it, profitable, or the most powerful teams who can also pull up to the rest of the teams of Spain and things like that. So the thing is, the bottom line of this whole story is to say that Florentino Perez wants to Leo Messi to stay in FC Barcelona because it's good for the business. It is good for everybody. It is good for La Liga. It is good for Spain. It is good for even Real Madrid. Because if you see how Leo Messi leaves FC Barcelona, the interest of La Liga in the world will be so low, so few, that nobody else will be able to see a single game of La Liga. And of course, the massive losses of money that we may experience, that will be so big that we will probably have to face something really unexpected and really scary. Because if the business is not profitable, man, it's done. It's pretty much over. So from a business perspective, financial wise, the best option for everybody else here is Leo Messi to stay in FC Barcelona. If we let Leo Messi to leave FC Barcelona, La Liga will die. And there's nothing you can do about that. So we better keep to Leo Messi in the Spanish La Liga, because otherwise we are pretty much done. Alright, so now let's move on and let's talk about something regarding to our biggest enemy, biggest rival, which is FC Barcelona, because in a certain way, this information is very attached to the future of Kylian Mbappe and his possible signing for Real Madrid. I'm talking about the news that came out this morning from Diario Sport in Barcelona, claiming that Griezmann might become the next replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo. So the point here is to see how Cristiano Ronaldo would quit Juventus de Turin to fly off to Paris Saint-Germain and play for Paris Saint-Germain and replace Kylian Mbappe, just in case the French star finally ends up in Real Madrid. So the thing here is, what is the question? Is this information true? What is my opinion about that? It is something that really can happen, or is just speculation, rumors, and all this stuff? Okay, let me tell you what. Right now, the situation of Griezmann in FC Barcelona is pretty unsustainable. I mean, nobody knows what is going to happen to Griezmann, because if they are unable to enroll Leo Messi in the next season of La Liga, it is pretty obvious that they will have to keep Antoine Griezmann in FC Barcelona. On the other hand, we have heard a lot of rumors regarding and speculations regarding to a possible departure of Antoine Griezmann to Atletico de Madrid or any other team. So that is when the Juventus de Turin option pops up, right in the moment when Antoine Griezmann will not go to play in Atletico de Madrid, and on the other hand, he might change his mind and go and play for Juventus de Turin if Cristiano Ronaldo finally leaves Juventus, which is apparently something that is very likely to happen, and then Antoine Griezmann would become a Juventus de Turin player. So that way, I would have to assume that Cristiano Ronaldo would play for PSG, and at the same time, as a consequence, as a kind of domino effect, Mbappe will sign for Real Madrid. That is the reason why I'm bringing you all this news, and just because it is related to Kylian Mbappe and Real Madrid. So let's see what happens. It's not sure. I was hearing about Griezmann going to Atletico de Madrid, but nothing is sure already. I will keep you posted whatever it happens, and so stay tuned in the channel, guys, and I will let you know.